at PRI show, a lot of companies bring their new products to show their consumers and their vendors. There's no different for Canton Racing Products. Mike Zarensky, what did you guys bring this week?
We brought a lot of different things. One of the areas we brought were a lot of our new oil pans. We came out with 19 different oil pans this year. Oil pans in circle track, marine, drag race, dry sump, wet sump, and a lot of different areas. One of the new pans we're particularly excited about is our FE road race pan. It's a pan. It's got more trapdoor baffles. We put a slosh baffle in it. It's got our usual TIG welding, 18 gauge steel, all the usual features that we do. We block fit oil pans, and we do leak testing. And the pan's been pretty successful. It's good for all the some of the earlier Mustangs that use the rack and pinion conversions. It's good for the Fox body Mustangs and a lot of the Cobra Kit cars. And so we're really excited about that. Some other products that we've come out with is our filter line. We have a line of CM filters, high flow and high filtration filters. We've expanded that line and we've added a sport filter, which is actually a smaller spin-on filter, good for applications that have a kind of a tight fit. It also is in a billet aluminum finish and has heat sinks and our of course our usual 8 micron filtration and all the usual benefits of a CM filter. Thirdly, probably our other major areas, tanks. We've come out with a lot of new tanks this year. Tanks for the Mustangs, supercharger. Come out with tanks for Buick applications, and a tank for LT1 F-body applications and power steering. And again, all those tanks, 100,000 aluminum we use on that. We TIG weld everything, pressure test it, and it just creates a lot stronger, longer lasting tank to replace the general plastic tank that's used in most applications.
What would you say the benefits are of having a performance oil pan for your consumers?
Well, when you get a performance oil pan, you're getting a couple different things. One of the things that most pans will have is extra capacity, oil capacity, where you usually may have 5 quarts in a system. You could get up to 7, 8 quarts in a system. Now, this does a couple things. First, obviously, extra oil in the system means that the oil will stay cooler because there's more of it. One of the other things is that with more oil, there's less likely of a chance that oil is going to move away from the pickup. You're not going to lose oil pressure. A lot of oil pans also are going to have, most of our oil pans will have, baffling systems built into them and specialized pickups. And the baffling systems and the pickups work together to basically control the oil, bring the oil around to the pickup location, and ensure that you're going to have oil pressure consistently. We also put windage trays and other features in the pans which are more power oriented.
What kind of technology goes into the Canton Racing Products oil filters that make them different?
Well, our oil filters are different in that they're all a permanent aluminum housing. In other words, it's not a throw-out piece. And that's a permanent piece that once the racer buys that, it's basically a lifetime filter. They're all full flow, which is a major point. There's no bypass in our filters. Where your off-the-shelf filter will have a bypass for cold starts to let oil flow unfiltered. Our filters don't do that, which for the racer and even for the high-performance individual, it's a benefit. If there ever was a problem with your engine, we feel that you'd want to get all that contaminants as opposed to having it pushed through a bypass. One of the reasons we can do that with our filters is that the flow rating is significant. We get 45 gallons per minute on our large filters and 15 gallons per minute on our smaller filters, both of which are much more than the requirements of most engines. Probably the third thing that our filters stand out is our 8 micron filtration. But we're able to bring it to 8 micron level, catch all major contaminants, and with a synthetic fiber media, which is basically unaffected by moisture. It's more resilient and it lasts longer than what you traditionally see.
Thanks, Mike. Whether you're looking for something in marine, drag racing, off-road, or street, Canton Racing Products has your products for you. Get more information at www.cantonracingproducts.com.